everyone, and happy 2014. I don't know about you, but 2013 seemed to disappear on us over here at Sherwood Small Pets, but I have to say 2014 is getting off to an interesting start. I hope you all had an excellent new year to make up for ours. We didn't. On New Year's Day, we lost one of our Syrian hamsters, Winnie. She was a long-haired cinnamon banded, and we adored her. She was one of the most friendly individuals that I've ever come across. It was a big shock. We weren't home. Our friend was looking after our pets while I was at my parents' house, and she went very quickly, I guess, which is a blessing in itself, except for the fact that I didn't get to say goodbye. So I'm not quite adjusted to that. Her shelf is empty, and I'm not dealing with that very well. And then when we got home yesterday, we found out that my baby girl, Boo, our sable girl, our sable female hamster, has had a massive stroke and is paralyzed from her bottom half down. We're not sure what we're going to do yet. She's still eating, drinking, and cleaning herself, so those are generally the signs that you have to look for if you're gonna do anything. And so I can't, and she's still very happy to see, she was very happy to see us. It's hard to watch. It's one of those things that sometimes it looks worse than it is, but it's not the way I wanted to start my 2014. So with that out of the way, we did do a whole bunch of small pet shopping at Christmas, and between gifts and some internet orders that came in a little late, so I thought I would talk about those because I'm going to do reviews on a bunch of them. What's in front of me right now is a bunch of the Living World Green products. I've been wanting to try these out for so long. As a bunch of you in Ontario know, that they're a pretty hot commodity right now, and they're also very difficult to find. I got my hands on a few of them back in the fall. I got to try one of the salads and one of the Board and Buster toys, but I really wanted to give some of the other products a try, so we finally found, I got a gift card for PJ's Pets in Pickering, and used it all in one shot for this Living World Green products. They don't have all of them yet, but they had a pretty good selection. I grabbed pretty much everything except for the seagrass huts, because right now I'm trying not to get any of the grass huts that don't have two exits, because right now Little John, our youngest guinea pig, is starting to go through puberty, so we don't want to deal with any of that problems by like promoting cornering at all. So I'll show you what we got from here. And we also have products from Zoe and Leilas Toy Box, which is an excellent chinchilla and other small pet store. I'll post the link in the description. We also have Piggy Pop Shop, which I'm super excited about, and some miscellaneous toys that we got from a website called Flowertown Chinchillas. They're excellent. Their customer service has been great. I've been using them for about a year now, and I've got some products that I've been waiting for probably about 6 months to get, so this is very exciting for me. Not so much the animals, because they, I think, just expected at this point. Anyhow, without further ado, right, so first I'll talk about some of the treats that I got, because I'm usually very paranoid when it comes to buying treats for the critters, because depending on what the ingredients are, you know, everybody gets a little nervous when they're yours, you know. So I got these like chew sticks. You know, you can get them, most brands make them. These ones say for guinea pigs, however I'll be giving them to Mowgli and Boo, our Syrian hamsters, because I'm not a big fan of giving stuff like this with the seeds and whatnot to the pigs, but the hamsters just go mad over them, and they are massive, and they're actually really, really heavy. They're 110 grams a piece, and I got them for $5.99, so they're a little more expensive than some of the other ones that you would get, but they're huge, so I expect them to last for quite a while. Like, I don't leave them in the cage. I give them to them for about an hour at a time, and then I take them out and put them back in a little later, because I don't want, you know, either the hamsters to get bored with them or accidentally pee on them and that kind of thing, and Boo has a tendency to drag her treats into her potty, so no one wants that. So these will be for the hamsters. The next treats I tried, wasn't planning on trying these, but then I kind of got reading the ingredients and got very intrigued. So these are the funny shaped treats. This one's the grain-free one. I was shocked when I saw grain-free. So this one's a little more brittle than the other ones, as it's got more, I guess, even more natural ingredients in it. Don't think it'll focus on the ingredients for you, but essentially, there it is. So it's got, as you can see, the ingredients there. Doesn't have anything like horrendously unnecessary. It doesn't have honey in it, which is something that I'm grateful for, so not the extra sweet. Still won't give these to, I won't give these to Merlin, our chinchilla, or Gus, our degu, as they just aren't really built for that kind of thing. So these will be mostly for the pigs, but it'll be very occasional. So the next ones we got are the parsley ones. We didn't get any of the fruit, like the fruity ones, just because of the extra sugar and possible calcium. The other one that I'm really intrigued about are rose hips, because if any of you guys out there have chinchillas, you know how crazy they go over rose hips. So I still won't be giving these to Merlin, but I know that the pigs really, really enjoy them as well. Let's see if this will focus. There it is. So that way you can see what's on it. Now, because of the seeds in these, I won't be leaving these in the cage. The hamsters will be able to kind of go at them for as long as they'd like, but the guinea pigs is going to be a limited type idea. And because I got them, I decided to to say the heck with it, and I got the holder for it, mostly because I thought it was adorable looking, and because I'd like to do the vegetable tier on it, so that way their veggies aren't, just hanging out on the floor. Let's see, I'll open this, and that way I can show you guys what it actually looks like. There we go. So this is the actual, treat stand. So you've got dividers, so you can divide up your treats if you want. It's hilarious looking, really. I mean, we used to make wooden things like this when we had rabbits as a kid, but it's promoting good pet care, so I thought I'd support this line because it's pretty different in terms of pet care, and I was really impressed with the variety that they had. So moving away from the treats, I am a sucker for seagrass products, as a lot of you've probably guessed based on my past video. So the first thing I got was the seagrass treat egg. So essentially what this does is you can hang it. It's got a rope on it. You can hang it and put hay or other various treats in it, and it kind of encourages foraging behavior, boredom busting, that kind of deal. I'll likely give this one to Merlin, but I have a funny feeling what's going to happen is I'm going to put hay in it, and then I'll never see this egg again. Because, let's face it, it's made out of seagrass, so it's going to be gone. But it was a decent price. It was only $5.49, so, and it's fairly, it's a substantial size, and I'm quite pleased with it, and I like the theory of it. So if he doesn't destroy it the first time, then it'll be well worth the money. Next up, we have the boredom buster. The official thing is called Seagrass Game. So it has the little piece of the wooden dowel in it. It's got holes in it, so you can put like individual treats in that if you'd like. But you can put basically treats inside it in the wooden dowel, and it encourages the pets to kind of pull it out and get them working for some of their rewards, so to speak, which I'm a big fan of, especially with the pigs, because it gets them kind of going. And Robin Hood, the oldest pig, really, really enjoys this kind of thing, and he's actually very, very intelligent. They surprised us with how quickly they mastered the other toy, so I'm really excited about this one. This one was $7.49, so I didn't mind spending it because it's got the wooden dowel, and I don't think the pigs will destroy this one right away. So when I do the review, that's one of the things that I'll be looking at to see how long the toys last. Next up, we have one of the salads. I got the one with the parsley and parsnip and meadowgrass, sweet pepper, because I got the other one with the meadowgrass and rose hips, and I was very, very pleased with it. The animals go crazy. I picked out certain ingredients to give to Merlin, our chinchilla, so he didn't get everything that's in it. However, the pigs get all of it. And Gus, our degu, gets some, and the hamsters can get pretty much anything in it. So it's, if you know what you're doing and you know what ingredients you're looking for, then these are great for pretty much any of your small pets. But you have to remember that with pets like chinchillas and degus, that they can't have everything. You have to be very aware of that. So like in this ingredients, you'd especially have to watch out for the parsnip, parsley, sweet pepper. Basically, he can have the meadow grass. So these are better suited towards guinea pigs, I would definitely say. That's who I'll be mostly focusing on my review with, because I'm realistic. I'm not expecting something that chinchilla can have all of right away, because they're very difficult to feed, and that's fine. And last but not least, this was the item I was the most excited about, because as I said, I didn't get the seagrass hut because of the lack of entrances, but I did get this massive tunnel. So it looks normal, like a normal tunnel on this side, except for the fact that it is huge, and it has multiple different holes. So it's got the 2 entrances at the top and the bottom, and then it's got 3 side exits. So there's absolutely no chance of cornering, bullying, anything like that. And it's massive. It's the entrance is the same diameter around as my hand. So, and it's probably about 1.5 feet long. So it's it's the biggest tunnel I've ever seen, and I got it for $14.99. So I'm horrendously excited about this. So I will definitely be letting you guys know how this goes. This is going to probably be reserved for floor time, because that way they don't pee in it, as they tend to do with things with floors. And I also would like to get a bit of life out of it, since I don't know how long they'll keep it. And it was a very good price. I was very happy with it. So that's it for the Living Royal Green. Next we'll move on to what I got from Zoe and Leilas Toy Box. Okay, so my friend of mine, Rachel, runs an online store called Zoe and Leilas Toy Box, and her products are amazing. I've been shopping at her store since I got Merlin, which has been 3 years now, and her store has constantly updated its products. It's constantly changing and modifying things, but her designs for stuff like her hanging houses, which I'll show you in Merlin's cage tour later on in another video, are just amazing. I adore pretty much everything she makes, and her service is amazing. She's very quick. She's totally down with kind of doing custom orders like cage liners, which for people with pigs and chinchillas and even rats know how important that is. She also has a massive variety of toys. You can buy pre-made ones, or you can buy toy parts. I buy the parts typically, just because I like messing around and making things that I like, using products that I know Merlin prefers, because some chinchillas can be very, very picky. So this is the first time I've actually gotten something from her that, like, an order that's not strictly for chinchillas. So I'll show you the chinchilla stuff first. So I got a bag of, this is I think $3 worth of apple pumice, and this stuff you can give your chinchillas once every like 1 to 2 weeks. So you don't give it very often, because chinchillas don't need treats. It's not something that they require, but it's something that they certainly enjoy, and it's good on their teeth. Merlin goes absolutely bananas over this stuff, so I would highly recommend it. These and her full rose hips, chinchillas basically will just go mad over. So I buy the rose hips from her about twice a year. I get a Ziploc baggie full, and that does me in. And then I get this only about once a year, because he doesn't eat it very often, but it's great. Next thing I got is a bag of natural like willow shredders. You can get all sorts of different shapes. Let me just open it here and I'll show you which ones I got. So I mainly got the 2 like lantern designs of the willow shredders, because they're different shapes, so they take Merlin a bit of maneuvering to get to absolutely wreck. And they're really, really pretty. If you string them on, you can get coconut rope from her as well. And if you use that and hang them up, they look so pretty. Like, I'm going to be hanging a string of them across the back of his cages. I'll show you in the cage tour when I do it. And they look really pretty, and he really loves just going at them. And the coconut rope's entirely edible for them as well. And he, sometimes, depending on the toy or the day, he actually prefers the coconut rope to the toys. So I would definitely recommend buying some of that as well. But any of her natural shredders, I find chins go absolutely bonkers over, so definitely check those out. As I said, the link for her store will be in my description. Next up is one of her newer products. It's a double hammock. Let's see how I can get this held up here for you. The design is common amongst ferret owners, as I'm sure many of you have seen, and rats as well. But she's made one that's the size for chinchillas, which, if any of you guys have chinchillas, you know how exciting that is, because they like hammocks, they like their hangs. But for some chins, like Merlin, he prefers to be covered up. So he likes the theory of a hammock, but this has a cover, so he'll probably really enjoy it. This is also one of my favorite fleece patterns ever. The dot patterns that she gets all of her fleece from the US, so there's a lot of varieties for those of you, us in Canada, who know how hard it is to find good fleece. So it's quite large, which is the best part. So it's chin size. I'm sure you could use them for other pets, like ferrets and rats, but she designed them for chins initially because she has 2 of her own. And hers absolutely love them, so I'm really, really excited about this one. I've been waiting for quite a while to try it out. She's extremely busy, so I don't like to bug her with orders when she has other customers that don't live so close to her. And next is something that we've been talking about since the summer. So since essentially we talked about getting the pigs, I asked her to make me a liner because I don't have a sewing machine yet, as I said, so all of my liners aren't they're pretty, but they're not awesome looking like this. And so, as I said, the dot patterns are my favorites, so she made me a green dot with a red background. It reminded me of apples in springtime. I loved it, and we're very, very excited. It's the full size of the cage. She's used to making Ferret Nation liners, so this one was quite the size, and but it's so beautiful. And I've got liners of hers for Merlin's cage, and they are so well made. His one liner from her is 2 years old, and it still looks just as good as the day we got it. So I would highly recommend any of her fleece products. They are stupendous. Okay, moving on to Flowertown Chinchillas. My goodness, this is going to turn into a long video. Anyways, so this is the order that we put in with Flowertown Chinchillas. They are an Ontario-based company. You can get their items shipped via Canada Post. I'm very fortunate that I'm able to pick them up so I can avoid shipping costs, which, as all of us know, shipping is generally what kills you. But their products and their prices are very, 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 very fair. I love the prices of their products. Most of them, they beat Amazon prices. So. And they have products that you just can't get in pet stores. So that's the important part for us. So the first item we got was one of these barbells. We always, whenever we see these on an online store or anywhere, we stock up on them because our PetSmart doesn't carry them anymore. And they are a huge favorite amongst our guinea pigs, with Robin Hood especially. So we got one of those to add to our stockpile. Next is we got the Super Pet Fruity Bites. These items are absurd. We got these for Boo when she came home with us. She was 3.5 weeks old, and we gave her this plum, this purple thing, and she sleeps with it, you see, and she chews on it. And sometimes, unfortunately, it'll get destroyed or it'll get lost when we're cleaning out her cage, and she won't. We thought, oh, we'll just give her the orange or one of the other. She won't use any of them other than the plum. So whenever we see these, as they aren't easy to find anymore, we have to get them because she's gone through about 6 of them, and for every time we have to get a whole pack of these. The other pets like the other ones, but this is the main reason we buy these. So, and they have them on their website for a very good price. I will put their link in my description as well. Next is we got the Peter's hinged grass mat, so I'll show you the picture. So that's what it does, and it's quite large actually. It's about 15 inches ish across, I think. Does it have the measurements? Yeah, about 15 inches across and about 12 inches tall. So that's going to be for the pigs because for two reasons. One, it doesn't have any floor, so they can't pee on it. And two, it's got 2 exits, which is what we're focusing on, as I said in this video. So I'm very excited about this. And then I think this was only like $10, so it's very large and very decently priced and it should last quite a while. Next is a product that it kind of inspired the whole order. It's by Ware. It's the veggie garden, the hanging veggie garden. So I've wanted this since I found out that we were getting guinea pigs because I've seen it and I fell in love with it. Rosewood does kind of similar products. It's just those are bigger. This one I fell in love with it because it hinges, as you can see, attaches to the cage. So it's a little vegetable basket, and these veggies go in the holes, and the pigs can chew on them. I wouldn't put them in a chinchilla cage, as the whole thing isn't completely edible. See, as this part's definitely not. But guinea pigs, I don't know about your guinea pigs, but mine don't totally destroy things. They just like to nibble. So that's why I thought this would be perfect for them. And this is the cheapest that I've seen this product as well. I can't find it anywhere in stores. I don't know if you guys have had any luck. If you have, please feel free to let me know. But on Amazon it was going for $45 and we got it for $9. I was very, very pleased. Okay, the next product, well, it was for Winnie, so not sure what I'm going to do with it. But this, I wanted to get it for her since she came home, and I hadn't found it anywhere until now. Basically, it's a coconut bridge hideaway, and since she was our climbing girl, we thought it would be perfect for her because the hole is huge. It's a bird toy, actually, but we thought it would be great for the hamsters. Sorry. So I don't know who I'm going to give it to, as Boo can't climb anymore, and Mowgli's never climbed. I don't know what I'll end up doing with it, but it's very, very cute, and it's only $11 on the site, so it's a very good price for like a hanging hideout for any of you guys with hamsters or mice or gerbils. I don't know about, it's not big enough for rats. Degus, Gus would fit it, but he's a small degu, so I don't know. Yes, anyways, I'm going to move on before I get any more emotionally involved than that. Okay, and then last but certainly not least, we have our first ever order from Piggy Pop Shop. Now, we saw her on Etsy and had heard some amazing reviews about her products, and I must say, I am floored. The craftsmanship, the thoroughness, the designs, the size, everything. The prices were great. The shipping was really, really decent. So Canadians, if you're looking for somewhere to ship that, or some like fleece products to ship that aren't terribly costly, I would definitely recommend Piggy Pop Shop. I'll put her link in the description as well. Her products are fantastic. We gave these to the pigs already, so there's like fur on them already, but this is the cabin, so we paid, this one was $27 or $28, I don't remember, but the cabin and the tunnel with shipping to Canada cost $51. So for fleece items coming into Canada, because Canadian shipping is brutal, that was really, really fair. We were very happy about it. The coolest thing about these, I think, is the fact that they have removable liners. How awesome is that? Because pigs pee where they spend the most time. So this way we can just toss them in the wash and be done with it. So I'm thrilled with these products, and so are the pigs. So that was our final little addition, last minute Christmas gift to them, and it really, really completes their cage. The inside actually matches their liner that they cut, so that was really, really exciting for us as well. So their cage is all coordinated and all done for now, or until I get on the internet again. We all know how that tends to go, so thought I'd show you what their cage looks like all put together. I will do an official cage tour in the next video. But anyways, if you like this, please feel free to like and subscribe and share. We will be putting out new videos as frequently as we can. And from all of us here at Sherwood Small Pets, wishing you all a safe and happy New Year.